to talk about the equity impact of our selections and advancements is the state's best housing ally, Lieutenant Governor Peggy Flanagan.
Housing is health. It's the foundation for success, a safe place to be, a springboard for opportunity. This has never been more clear than it is now during the COVID-19 pandemic. And Minnesota has been grappling with the housing crisis for a long time, a crisis that falls hardest on the shoulders of Black communities, Native communities, and communities of color. That's why I'm proud of the 2020 selections made by Minnesota Housing to chart the future of the state's housing investments, made with equity at the center. Centering equity means considering geography, income targets, racial inclusion, and who is served by the affordable homes the state supports when making these decisions. And that intentionality shows when we look at the 2020 selections. We know that every region of the state, every community faces housing challenges. This year, I'm pleased to report that the selections are split approximately half and half between the Twin Cities and Greater Minnesota, with a few more of the single-family homes in the metro. We want to direct resources where the need is greatest by developing units that are deeply affordable, meaning accessible to households below 30% of the area median income. Almost a third of the units developed will be affordable to Minnesotans at that level. These selections also include more than 500 multifamily units that will directly support the Heading Home Together action plan to prevent and end homelessness. Many of these apartment units will provide permanent supportive housing for our relatives and neighbors who have experienced homelessness. We also consider special populations with unique housing needs when making selections, such as seniors, people with disabilities, and large families, each with different housing needs and requirements. The agency is supporting 119 units to serve people with disabilities in 18 properties this year, and potentially hundreds of units of housing for seniors with very low incomes. 8 projects will create large homes that have 4 or more bedrooms to serve larger families. More than half of the single-family impact fund selections serve Black, Indigenous, and people of color in 2020. We strive to reduce the homeownership disparity, and these homes will be marketed to Black, Indigenous, and households of color. We want the state partners to represent the communities that they serve. I'm pleased to share that half of single-family project selections include businesses led or owned by Black, Indigenous, people of color, and/or women. On the multifamily side, almost 90% of the selected projects have women or BIPOC entities on their development teams. I'm grateful to all of our housing partners who prioritize the diverse needs of Minnesotans so that they can live in safe, stable home that they can afford.
If you don't know, the Lieutenant Governor leads the Minnesota Interagency Council on Homelessness. She is so passionate about preventing and ending homelessness. And the deeply affordable homes we're able to support today are a key piece of preventing and ending homelessness.